Strategy. You hear that word thrown around constantly, but what does it really, truly mean? Well, today we are going to cut through all the jargon and get to the heart of what real business strategy is. And we're going to use the ideas of an absolute legend, Michael Porter, to do it. And you know what? It all starts with a question that most companies and most of us get completely wrong. So let me ask you, when you think about any business, what's its main goal? What's the whole point of its strategy? For most people, there's one answer that just pops right into your head. And that answer is almost always to be the best. I mean, it makes sense, right? You want to have the best product, offer the best service, run the best operations. The thinking is pretty simple. If we can just be the best at everything, we'll win. But here's the twist. According to Porter, that very simple, very natural instinct, it's a trap. And it is a dangerous one. See, when everybody is in a race to be the best, what happens? Well, everyone starts copying each other. They all adopt the same best practices. Pretty soon, all the companies look the same. They act the same, and the only thing left to compete on is price. It becomes this brutal zero-sum game where nobody's really winning. So this is where Porter just flips the whole idea on its head. He says the goal isn't to be the best, it's to be unique. This right here is the absolute core of it all. As Porter himself said, the fundamental question of strategy is not about being the best, it's about being unique. It means you stop trying to win the same race everyone else is running. Instead, you choose to run a completely different race, one where you're creating special value for a specific group of customers you've chosen to serve. To make this super clear, Porter draws a really sharp line between two ideas. On one hand, you have operational effectiveness. That's just doing the same stuff as your competitors, but doing it better, faster, cheaper. And look, you absolutely have to do that. It's table stakes. But it's not enough, because those best practices get copied in a heartbeat. That's why you need the other side, strategic positioning. And this is about choosing on purpose to be different. It's about doing different things that your rivals, or maybe doing the same things in a totally different way. This is the art of competing to be unique. Okay, so how do you actually do that? How do you build one of these unique positions? Well, lucky for us, Porter gives us this amazing framework. He breaks it down into 5 key hallmarks of a real powerful strategy. And here they are, the 5 big ingredients. You've got to have a unique value proposition. That has to be supported by a specially tailored value chain. You have to make some tough, clear trade-offs. All your activities need to fit together perfectly. And you need continuity over time. Now, to make this all make sense, let's look at a company I think we all know. IKEA.
All right, hallmark number 1. This is the foundation of everything. Your unique value proposition. It really comes down to answering 3 simple but critical questions. Who, exactly, are your customers? What specific needs are you meeting for them, and at what relative price? The secret here is that your answers have to be different from what everyone else is doing.
So let's look at IKEA through this lens. Are they trying to serve everybody? No way. Their target is super specific. Young buyers who like modern style but, don't have a lot of cash. The need? Stylish furniture that fits in smaller spaces. And the price? A really, really low price. See? They've made very clear choices here. But a cool-sounding value proposition is just words unless you can actually deliver on it. And that brings us to the second hallmark, a tailored value chain. This is all about the specific activities, the way you design things, make things, sell things, that are all built from the ground up to deliver on that unique promise you made. And if you think about it, IKEA's value chain is just bizarre compared to a normal furniture store. They design their own stuff to be modular so it can be shipped flat. Their giant stores are basically just warehouses with a path through them. You can wander around for an hour and never see a salesperson. And the big one, they make us, the customer, do the final pickup, delivery, and assembly. Every single one of those weird choices is what makes their low prices possible. And all those choices bring us to what might be the most powerful idea in all of strategy: trade-offs. A truly great strategy isn't just about what you decide to do. It's just as much about what you decide not to do. Here's a great way to think about it. Michael Porter himself admits he can't stand the IKEA experience. He's a customer who doesn't want to build his own bookcase. And you know what? IKEA is totally fine with that. In fact, they are happy to not serve customers like him because trying to please everyone is a guaranteed path to being mediocre. So, for every amazing thing IKEA gives you, they've made a deliberate sacrifice. In exchange for those ridiculously low prices, they choose not to offer you much in store service. To give you that modern design, they choose not to offer any customization. And for that awesome feeling of taking it home today, they choose not to offer delivery and assembly. These aren't mistakes, they are the strategic choices that make the whole system brilliant. So, the last two hallmarks, fit and continuity. This is the glue that holds it all together. This is what makes a great strategy so durable and so hard for other people to copy. It's the answer to why everyone knows what IKEA does, but no one's been able to become the next IKEA. Fit just means that all of IKEA's activities lock together and reinforce each other. The flat pack design is what makes the warehouse store model work. The lack of sales staff is what reinforces the low-cost structure. It's like a giant, complex puzzle. You can't just copy one piece of it and expect it to work. You'd have to copy the entire interlocking system at once, and that's just incredibly hard to pull off. And finally, continuity. In a business world that is obsessed with pivoting and constant change, real strategy takes commitment. IKEA has stuck to its core value proposition for decades, and that long-term focus has allowed them to get better and smarter and more efficient at running their unique system year after year after year. So, what's the big idea here? What's the main thing to take away? It's really a massive shift in how you look at any business. It's about moving your brain away from that generic, exhausting race to be the best and turning your focus to the much smarter, much more powerful quest to be unique. So, if you're going to remember just 3 things from all this, make it these. Number 1, strategy isn't about being the best. It's about being unique. Number 2, to be unique, you have to make trade-offs. You have to be willing to say no to some customers so you can be perfect for the ones you really want. And number 3, that unique promise you make has to be backed up by a unique way of doing things that's really hard for anyone else to copy. And I'll leave you with a question to chew on. Think about the companies you really love, the brands you're loyal to. Which ones did you fall for not because they were just generically the best, but because they were unapologetically, strategically unique? Once you start looking at the world through this lens, trust me, you'll see it everywhere.